Hey, BB fans, it is week 6 and T-Kor is running the house. And today, the Power of Veto was up for grabs. We've got the POV winner to reveal and also some insights into the comp, the prizes and punishments, and a look at whether the POV is going to be used. And if so, who will be the replacement nom? Because there is some controversy around that. So you probably already know Cam, Makensy, and Tucker are the 3 initial nominees T-Kor made Friday night. And Tucker is on the block only because he volunteered to go up. He made the offer, then he tried to renege, but Joseph pressured T-Kor to adopt a no takebacks approach and insist that his offer will be honored. So the HOH and her 3 nominees were all set to play. Cam drew house guest choice and he chose Joseph, maybe hoping he would be easy to beat. Also playing in the comp was Angela. I believe she was a direct draw and not a house guest choice, but we will find out more on Wednesday's episode. It was a classic prizes and punishment comp, and Joseph was really hoping that he or T-Kor won because that way they could not play the veto, and he is trying so hard to keep his crush Leah off the chopping block, and if Angela won, no doubt she'd use it on Tucker. So Rubina offered to go up as renom, which seems like an insane offer, especially if Tucker had won, because then it'd be kind of a Sophie's choice on whether he'd play the veto to save himself or not play it to keep her from going on the block. So some interesting info about the week 6 veto comp is that Joseph has now played in every single veto comp in BB 26 and has lost every single veto comp in BB 26 as he did again today under T-Kor's HOH. And I do wonder if Joseph is sandbagging or legit losing comps. I mean, you'd think he would have wanted to win this, but in the past, I don't think he's been trying real hard. So Tucker lost the veto comp and he got the cyborg punishment. So he is going to be spending several days in a soon-to-be smelly unitard. Many past season house guests who have gotten similar punishments reported that they only get one of those unitards and they can't take them off to wash them, so they get rank. Yummy. Wonder if that will put a dimmer on the showmance thing with Rubina and Tucker. Also losing and earning herself a punishment is Angela. She has got to do some yet to be determined backyard cleanup of some sort, but she's a mom. That shouldn't faze her. And guess who also got a punishment? Joseph. He has got 24 hours of solitary confinement up in the have-not room. Makensy got a reward in the comp. She did not win POV and cannot escape the block on Wednesday night. She will be facing the arena, but she did get herself a trip to Hawaii. Maybe Tall Girl will take her soulmate, her brother, with her. If you didn't know that already, Makensy said her brother was her soulmate. She can't imagine marrying anybody else. She said that thing. T-Kor also did not win the Golden Power of Veto, but she scored herself a cool $5,000 cash prize. So good for the Queen of the Week. So that just leaves one person playing. And yes, believe it or not, Cam woke up, realized he was on the block again, and actually participated in a comp so well, in fact, that he won. Maybe he has dumped the contents of those sandbags because he did a thing. Someone on Twitter made me laugh out loud. They said Cam winning POV upgrades him from furniture to kitchen utensils. So yay to Cam the Human Spatula for winning the Golden Power Veto. Maybe he can flip things now, but I doubt it. So one thing for sure is as long as Tucker or someone else explains to Cam, how to use the veto and why you should use it, he will play it on himself. I only say that because I'm not too sure he knows he's on a competitive reality show. But then again, Rubina doesn't seem to understand half the rules of the game, which is absolutely stunning. So right now, Joseph is in lockdown and he is desperate to keep Leah off the block, but he is in timeout until Sunday night. So the veto meeting is not till Monday, so that'll give him a little bit of time once he's out of the room. And by the way, there is some bad info / fake news floating around on BB Twitter saying that Joseph told Quinn he's the AI instigator. No. He did not tell him that. Instead, Joseph and Quinn were having a talk before Joseph had to go into seclusion, and he was discussing a new plan floating around the house to put Angela in as the renom instead of Leah. And of course, Joseph is all about it. Tucker and Joseph actually had a conversation about Angela going up as a renom and what lies they would need to tell her about her safety. I'm not sure why T-Kor would pluck somebody from the 6th Avenue Alliance instead of putting up Leah. It doesn't make sense for her game. Joseph asked Quinn to push the narrative that Angela should be the renom. Some people overheard part of this and thought that Joseph was asking Quinn to push the narrative that Angela is the instigator. So no. And Joseph asked Quinn to make sure nobody is talking shiz about him while he is locked away for a full day. And then Joseph begged, don't tell anybody, please. Everyone thinks it's going to be Angela, so go with the house. So Joseph promised to Quinn he'd explain everything once it's all over. And, you know, if Joseph is the instigator, and he may be, he is still keeping it quiet. So just be careful what you believe on the tweets about stuff. You know, don't believe one tweet, look at a lot of stuff. So assuming Cam plays the veto at Monday's meeting, which seems all but certain, this will set a Big Brother record for 6 weeks in a row where the veto was used every single time. Rubina, again, as I said, volunteered as renom. Doesn't seem likely to happen. Leah as the renom is possible, but Joseph and Tucker seem to be throwing Mama Angela's name around when she's done nothing but have Tucker's back. Sketchy if it happens is all I'll say, if it's down to Tucker pushing for it to happen. Leah going up as renom is a safe choice, you know, because as of right now, honestly, Makensy remains the house target, and Tucker is playing in the AI arena, and he's a very strong competitor. So he will be playing against Makensy, and looks like either Leah or Angela. We'll know more by tomorrow after listening in on the live feeds overnight. And Tucker, of course, may triumph in the AI arena again. And if Makensy is still on the block on Thursday, well, she may be chatting with Julie Chen after the vote, no matter who she is sitting next to. One quick note, there was some discussion among the fandom about Leah possibly having said something to upset Chelsea. So because there was a scene with T-Kor and Rubina talking, and they were saying that Chelsea was crying because somebody said something racist. We did talk about it here briefly because Tucker did confirm that Leah has been chastised by production several times for things she has said. However, something seen on the live feeds over the weekend has me questioning that. No, I don't think Leah said anything at all to upset her. Leah and Chelsea have been like nonstop at each other's side, buddy, engaging in a whole lot of personal talk, some game talk, and just hanging out a whole lot, which doesn't seem likely if she did say something that upset Chelsea. We'll see. And a lot of this was coming out of people saying the feeds were down for, you know, Big Brother, Allison Grodner protecting people saying bad things, but it looks like they decided just to let the house guests sleep in, and that's part of the reason the feeds were down. So because of all the accusations about production selectively taking down feeds to protect people and just to annoy people that are paying for the feeds, I guess, Big Brother did put up a post on their Insta today pre-warning the whole fandom that the feeds were going to be down for quite a while for POV comp and instigator action. All right, that's it. Cam finally got off his tuchus and he did something. He won the golden Power of Veto. Congrats, Cam. He should be playing it at Monday's veto meeting, forcing T-Kor to make a renom. Hopefully, the HOH will figure out that Joseph has a very personal agenda for pushing Angela's name around the house. Wait and see. And be sure and come back soon for more live feeds, insights, and BB26 Talk.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.